Hi everyone, we're going to look at the second video today, and this is a little program that we'll find on my study bar called Bababolka. Bababolka is quite a good little program in that it will allow you to either paste information into it from a Word document, for instance, or it will also allow you to actually type into this little window and then save the document as a text document. So to demonstrate this, I have got this little article here about managing your study time, and what we're going to do is we're going to go in there and we're going to quickly copy that and we're going to paste it directly into Bababolka. Now once it's in here, there are several things that we can do. We can ask Bababolka to actually talk back to us. From in the case of what I've got it set up from the cursor, so we'll put the cursor there and we'll listen to it.
Managing your study time. I was in a student coffee bar during my first week at university, soaking in the atmosphere.
Now that seems a little bit fast to me, so we can actually go into the options and we can change the volume here, the pitch or the rate, and you'll notice there's shortcut keys as well. Let's decrease the rate a couple of times and let's have a listen to it.
Managing your study time. I was in a student coffee bar during my first...
Now this is great if you want someone to proofread your work back. I'm finding a lot of students who cannot understand the problems, punctuation, spelling, etc. But when they actually play it back, they can see what's going on and understand their mistakes. So it might be a useful thing for everyone to try to improve their writing generally. Whilst we're talking about options, we've also got options for voice. I've only got Microsoft Anna here. However, there are two voices that I've set up on the system called Jess and Jack, which are much more teenager orientated voices, and you may wish to use those. If you're going to be doing a lot of this and a lot of someone talking back to you, you want someone that you're going to be happy with. Okay. If we go into the settings, we've got a number of settings in here. I'll just quickly go through some of them. You will need to play around with these. So the voices are in here. Shortcuts and hotkeys, if for those people that actually would like to use hotkeys to stop and the text. Pauses, we can have different length of pauses after the sentences, etc. And also Bababolka will do audio files, so I'll talk to you about that in a second. So there's all these different settings in here. I'm not going to go through every single one. For instance, it will start reading from beginning of text, beginning of paragraph. So you can set that up as you wish. You can also set up, one thing we didn't do in there was the font, which we can come into here. Now this is especially useful for people who have visual stress. We can change the font. Of course, we've already been through the overlay, so you could have the overlay on as well, but you can change the font color and background color to make it more user friendly for you in particular. We can also get Bababolka to change the language, change the font. As we've been through, we can go full screen. We've got pronunciation correction, audio files. Once the Bababolka has actually played back this file,
I was vaguely committed to endless hours of work. I imagined that at some point
okay, let's stop that. Now we can save the audio file, and this is the actual audio file that you've created. Just call it test 2. Save that. And if I go into my recent items, let's go to libraries, and what we've got here is test 2.
managing your study time. I was in a student coffee bar during...
So you can see you can actually play that back as well. So Bababolka, really good piece of software, great if you want to use it. There are other things, and